Hello, everyone. I am Carlton T. Clay. Welcome to Celebrating Black Excellence. Our next guest is a special treat. He is one of the stars of the new soap opera, Beyond the Gates. I present to you, Jibre Hordges. How you doing today, man?
I'm doing well, man. Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much for being here. First of all, congratulations on the new series. We are looking forward to it. A monumental occasion, so congratulations to you, man.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I really do.
No problem, no problem. Now let's get started with you from the very beginning. Now, before becoming an actor, you wanted to pursue a career in the medical field. What field of medicine did you exactly want to work in?
Yeah. So before acting, my whole goal was to become a doctor, like literally, like since I was like 3 or 4. I wanted to be a radiologist, so I wanted to, deal with the bones.
Okay. Now, what inspired you to transition into acting?
Crazy story, man. So I kind of took an unconventional, peculiar route, how I got into acting. So like I said, I always wanted to be a doctor, since as far back as I can remember. So I got my BS degree in biology from Georgia Southern University. So everything was looking good. I was getting myself together. And then I had to take the MCAT, which is the entrance exam into medical school. I couldn't pass it, man. I took it twice and I did worse the second time. So I was like, okay, maybe God is kind of trying to tell me something, that this isn't really the right path that I'm supposed to be on. So I took a career shift. I didn't really know what I wanted to do because being a doctor was always the goal. But my mom kind of just the summer of when I graduated, Jamie Foxx was actually filming a movie out here called Sleepless. And my mom sent me like a casting call. It was like, it was like a cattle call for extras. She sent it to me like, it's something to do. It's the summertime. Get out the house, go do something, go find something to do. So when I first got it, I was just kind of like, I don't know. I never thought about being an actor, but I could be in a movie. That's kind of interesting. Let me give it a shot. And long story short, I stuck with it, and 10 years later, here I am. So
Yes, absolutely. And I've had the pleasure of working with you briefly. You did a skit for me for one of the one acts that we did, and I've had the pleasure of working with you. So again, congratulations to how you grown since then. This is an amazing accomplishment for sure.
for sure.
Now, let's talk about your character on Grownish. You played Ray. How was your experience playing that character? What was it like working on that set?
Man, it was an amazing experience, let me tell you. And it's crazy. It was a full circle moment because my first time in LA a few years ago was to audition for Grownish. It's my first time in LA. Never been there. I always wanted to go. Obviously, I'm an actor, born and raised in Atlanta. I always wanted to go to LA. So my first time out there was an audition for Grownish. I didn't end up getting the role, but about 2 or 3 years later, I had another audition for it, and I ended up booking it. So that was a huge full circle moment for me. As far as just being there physically, it was amazing. It was recurring. I had about 5 or 6 episodes. It's my first recurring role. So just having to constantly come back to set and work with the same people over and over again was great. Everybody was great. Trevor Jackson, Diggy Simmons, everybody was great. It was a great experience. It was love. It felt like a family. Everybody was great, great energy. So yeah. It was really cool. It was one of my favorite roles for sure.
Nice. What was it like for you again, you working on the set versus you seeing yourself on television?
Oh man, I actually love watching myself on TV, and I say that very humbly. But it's cringy sometimes. Sometimes I watch myself and it's just kind of like, why did I do that? I should have did this. And other people might think it was great, but myself, as actors, we're very critical of ourselves. But it's always gratifying to see the process come to fruition, going to set, filming it, being there, putting in the hard work, and then being able to be at home, relaxing and watching yourself and watching how everything played out and to see how everything comes together is gratifying as an artist for sure.
Absolutely. And you recently portrayed the character of Mike on the Tubi original movie Sugar Mama. For those who haven't seen the film, can you tell us about the movie and about your role?
Yeah, crazy film, crazy film. So yes, it's called Sugar Mama. I play Mike, the sugar baby. So basically Mike is he's a college kid. Him and his girlfriend are trying to get through college. They're kind of struggling financially. They're kind of looking for some avenues to make some money. So the route Mike wanted to take was to, use an app called Sugar Finders to get a sugar mama. So that was his MO. He would go from one sugar mama to the next. So he comes across a particular sugar mama, Veronica King, who was paying a lot. She was very well off, very wealthy, so she was paying extra. And Mike the money kind of got to him, and he ignored a lot of red flags and signs, things that he kind of should have took heed to. And he goes on a wild whirlwind. That's all I'll say. So yeah, if you haven't seen it, check it out. It's on Tubi. It's crazy because it was top 10 in original films across all streaming platforms for 2 weeks in a row. So we talking Netflix, HBO Max, Hulu, Tubi, all the streaming platforms for original films. It was on the top 10 for 2 weeks in a row. It had 125 million minutes streamed since its release. So it went crazy. So if you haven't seen it, check it out.
Nice, nice. Congratulations on that. That's real dope for sure. For sure. Now let's get to what we're here for to talk about. You are a part of the groundbreaking new soap opera that's coming out, Beyond the Gates, the first daytime soap opera centered around Black characters since generations. And you portray Jacob Hawthorne. Now, can you tell us about your character and tell us a little bit about the premise of the soap?
Yeah, so like you said, brand new soap opera coming to CBS, also streaming on Paramount Plus, called Beyond the Gates. So it's centered around a wealthy Black family called the Dupree family. And it's a great project. It's beautiful. It's showcasing Black wealth, Black success, Black affluence. And it's premiering February 24th, Black History Month. It's only right. So yeah, it's about this wealthy, affluent family that's living in Maryland, PG County. So it's a community called Fairmont Crest, gated community. Inside the community, like I said, a lot of wealthy Black families. But of course, there's going to be drama in any family, any situation. There's always going to be drama. So it pretty much centers around the family and all the drama and all the, just the things that play out in their lives. I play Jacob Hawthorne. I am married into the family because Jacob's wife is Naomi Hamilton Hawthorne. She is the granddaughter of the matriarch, Anita Dupree. So I'm married into the family. Jacob is a very loyal guy. He's extremely loyal to his wife, but he's also extremely loyal to his job and the badge. So, the dilemmas that he deals with is sometimes having to choose between the badge and his family.
Mm-hmm.
So that's all I'll say. But it's gonna be great. It's gonna be interesting for sure.
Nice. What is it like being a part of this groundbreaking show? Again, because again, this is the first show centered around African Americans since generations. And you know how long generations been out? Like, that's a long time. So what is it like for you to be a part of this show?
Oh, it's huge, man. It's huge. It's literally history. The first soap opera to get greenlit in 25 years. It's spearheaded by Black women. Sheila Ducksworth is the president of the NAACP CBS merger. So the NAACP and CBS, it's a merger where they got together. It's an initiative to bring Black stories to the TV screen. So this is the first project, a part of that initiative. So it's great, to be a part of the OG original cast. It's amazing. It's amazing. I wouldn't want to be anywhere else. I don't, this is literally where I want to be. I manifested a role like this. I love to be about a part of projects that showcase Black excellence. I feel like it's a lot of projects and shows and movies out that kind of shows Black people in a negative light, a lot of stereotypes that they show. And they kind of they push those stereotypes. But I mean, people don't realize like Black people are kings and queens. We always have been. So I feel like if we have the power to showcase that on TV, then why not? Why go to the negative aspects and kind of just show the positive? So I think this would be a great show. We trying to have it running for 100+ years. So yeah, I'm in for a wild ride. And I forgot to mention, so Jacob Hawthorne is also a robbery homicide detective for the DC Metro Police Department. So that's also a part of his character as well.
Yes, absolutely. We definitely want to see the show last as long as all these other ones, Young and the Restless, Bold and the Beautiful, General Hospital, all that stuff. So we definitely want to see that for Beyond the Gates for sure. What is it like for your family? Like your accomplishments that you have done so much. What is that like for your family to see what you've done so far? And what does that mean to you as well?
It's huge, man. It's huge. As children, I think one of our greatest goals and accomplishments is to make our parents happy. I feel like that it's an incredible feeling. So just to see the joy on my mom and dad's face and even my sister's face is inexplainable. Is inexplainable for sure. So that makes me feel great. It allows me to keep going. It pushes me. And it's crazy because my sister is actually a news anchor for the local news station in Cincinnati, Ohio, and it's a CBS affiliate. And because CBS is running Beyond the Gates, she's actually coming into town today to come to set tomorrow to do some press on set. So she's also going to interview me, which is going to be pretty cool. My sister interviewing myself. And so it's only right that mom and dad comes to set as well. So tomorrow's going to be a fantastic day. I'm gonna have sis there, mom there, dad there, my agent's coming down. So it's just gratifying to know that I put myself in position to make my family happy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's an inexplainable feeling for sure.
That's nice. Absolutely. Again, congratulations on everything. We definitely are proud of you and we are rooting for you for sure. Now, for someone who is watching, especially a young person that is watching, what words of advice can you give someone who may want to be an actor or get into the entertainment business?
Really to keep going, to keep going. Don't get discouraged, don't give up. But first of all, you have to ask yourself, do you really want it? Because acting, artistry and entertainment in general, it's a dog eat dog world. It's not easy. I'll tell you right now, I've been doing this for 10 years. I don't want people to see my success and see where I'm at and to think that, oh yeah, I can make that happen tomorrow. I've been doing this for 10 years, you know what I mean? So I've been at it for a long time. But so first of all, you have to ask yourself, do you want it? Because if you want it, you're not going to give up. It's a lot of no's. I'll hear 200 no's before I hear my first yes. And that makes it all gratifying. But again, if I wasn't passionate about it and if I didn't want it, I would have quit after my 10th or 12th no. You know what I mean? So ask yourself, do you really want it? And if you are confident that you really want it, then you have to stick with it and don't let anybody steer you away from it because being an actor isn't the conditional route. It's like I have older parents, so, their philosophy was always go to school, get a degree, get a good paying job, you have your 401k, retirement, you know what I mean? So to take the unconventional route and become an actor and be in the artistry space, it isn't easy. Support systems might not be there for people. So, once you make the decision that you want to do it, stick with it and don't give up.
Awesome. Thank you for that. We definitely appreciate it. Now, if people want to continue to follow your journey or if they want to know more about you, how can they do so?
So follow me on Instagram. That's the main social media site I use. I use Facebook as well. So both of them is my name. Instagram is at Jibre Hordges at JIBREHORDGES. I post all my updates and all my future projects and everything I have coming up on Instagram. And you can also add me on Facebook at Jibre Hordges. And also make sure you tune into Beyond the Gates February 24th on CBS and also streaming on Paramount Plus.
Nice. Well, Jibre, thank you again for taking the time out of your busy schedule to talk with me today. Again, congratulations, and we are looking forward to going beyond the gates.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Thank you for having me.
No problem, man. No problem. All right, everyone. I am Carlton T. Clay. This is Celebrate Black Excellence, where we celebrate Black excellence every day. Have a good one.